Okay, they're cut. Now it's time to heal.
Yep.
Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
I'm Jen.
And today it's kind of a potato day in general. So this clip is a few days before we're actually going to plant. And what we're doing is we're cutting our seed potatoes.
Yeah.
So it's a big debate. Cut your seed potatoes, don't cut your seed potatoes.
We like to cut.
We like to cut. And so the reason for that, and as Jen showed you, we have an eye, that's your plant. So that's going to grow a plant. Here's the same potato, eyes, that's a plant. 2 plants, 1 potato. Now, the big thing that you hear from people is the size of potatoes you get in return if you cut or you leave whole. Or whole. People will tell you if you leave them whole, your yields are bigger potatoes. And it feels like that's fairly true, yep. At least what it seems from everyone's experience. However, cutting potatoes seem to be just as good as a yield.
Yeah.
But you get more plants, more potatoes out of it. So ultimately, it's whatever you want. You're getting near the same poundage in return. It's just the amount of potatoes in general that you get out of it.
Yeah. And this is actually our first time growing potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
So we got these potatoes from Haas Tools.
Yep.
They're our absolute favorite. And they have so many videos on growing potatoes. And
Yes.
it's their specific varieties. So if you order from them, you can learn all about how to plant their varieties. And they cut. So we're going to follow them because they're awesome. So
yeah, Travis and Greg got potatoes down.
Yeah.
The one thing that they say, though, is if the potato itself is smaller,
yeah.
leave it whole. So as you can tell, this cut potato is the same size as this one. Don't worry about cutting that one.
Yeah.
So that's the only difference. So we'll talk about the varieties we got so you can kind of see what they look like. And then we're just going to cut these bad boys up real quick.
Yep.
Okay, we got 4 different varieties from them. So the first one we're going to show you is a German butterball. And so I would say it's a small to medium sized potato.
Yeah.
It's not over the top. It's a darker potato with a yellow inside.
My favorite.
Yeah, it's a very good potato, so it packs a lot of flavor in a small punch. We got 10 pounds in each one. They come in these nice little burlap sacks so they can breathe air and not sit on top of each other and hold moisture and getting moldy and shipping and stuff. So that's the sack that you get, and the German butterball is the first one. The second one we got, which I think is actually my favorite, it's your normal grocery store potatoes, kind of what I call it, but it's a Yukon Gold. So it's another yellow potato with a yellow skin. We also got 10 pounds of that, 10 pounds in each one of them, so 40 pounds total. But I love a Yukon Gold. I would tell you that that would probably be medium to large size yields that you get from there. Okay, the next 2 are completely different that we've never even tried eating. But Travis said, you got to grow them, you're going to love them. So this one is called an Austrian Crescent. And they look more like fingerling potatoes. And so when I say fingerling, just finger.
It's like a crescent moon.
Yeah, well, there you go, a crescent moon. That works better, I guess. But they're longer and slender, so they're small. But they are supposed to pack some delicious flavor. The next one she's going to have to pronounce.
I don't know how to pronounce it either. It's the blue Adirondack, I think is what you call it. I can't really pronounce it well. But it's beautiful. It's actually like purple.
Yeah, it's got a purple inside, and as you can tell from the roots, when we cut one, I'll show it to you real quick. But yeah, it's this is more of your beauty potato, I guess you would say, something different.
Yeah, but the flavor is supposed to be amazing.
Yep, all of them are. So that's our 4 different varieties that we're going to grow, and so now we're just going to get to cutting.
Yeah.
There are all of our seed potatoes cut and set. So now they're cut and they're sitting and ready to heal. So basically all we got to do, and I know there's kind of mixed opinions on this as well, but when you cut them, you just need that skin to just kind of heal over. It literally takes a couple days of just being dry, and it'll skin that right over and you won't have any issues. So it'll sit here on our little shells for a couple days, and then they going in the ground this weekend.
All kinds of taters.
That's right. Well, I said this weekend. It's happening right now for you all.
Yeah.
It's planting day. So this is what a healed potato looks like. It's just skinned over, just like if you was to cut your arm and how your skin will heal that over itself. Same thing that happens on a potato. So now it is time to plant in our Ruth Stout beds. So what we have done, if you haven't seen the video when we created it, was we used a lot of composted down bedding that we use from our goats and also from our chickens. So a lot of that was pretty well already composted down, but it was still hot. So what we did was we laid our silage tarp, however you want to pronounce it. I've stuck with silage is how I'm going to say it. And that finished it up, all the underneath the top of that. I've checked it. It's nice and cool. It's no longer hot, and it is just nice, amazing fertilized compost.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're barely going to put these in the straw. We're just barely going to put them down into it and lay them in. And we've got 4 fresh, brand new bales, 1 for each row that we're going to lay right on top.
Yep.
So it is time to get to planting potatoes.
Taters.
Tater time.
Tater time.
This ain't my bed, what I chose. I used to be outnumbered, but now I'm just a ghost.
Okay, they're all in the beds. And so basically what we did was we did a row on the top and the sides, because when you do mound gardening like this, especially with Ruth Stout, you don't just go right on the top, you can go on the sides too, because there's plenty of space. So now all we gotta do is get these big old bales of straw on each row. You ready?
It's hot.
It's a little warm. Let's go.
Well, I hope the road remembers when I go and meet my maker, to send some flowers to my love for not letting me take her. I have longed for her so dearly, for I have missed more than I've seen, spending all my time on a mountainside with pumps for gas.
Okay, the fresh straw has been added on top, and we added some water, just a little bit to get it wet. The one thing about potatoes, if it's too moist, it'll rot. So you don't want them to be sitting in too much moisture, but they do need water to grow. So we gave them a little bit of water. They look beautiful, but there's one more thing this bed's missing. Any ideas? We'll be right back.
Behind me, everywhere I go, this ain't my bed, what I chose. I used to be outnumbered, but now I'm just a ghost. I'm just a ghost.
Of course it needed signs. Yep. So all we did was we just used a little bit of that scrap pine fencing board that we have laying around everywhere because we use it so much, and tobacco sticks. That's what we call them here in Kentucky. So stinking cute. So yeah, it is planted.
Yeah, very easy. Anybody can grow potatoes.
Yep.
You don't have to have this amount of space. You don't have to grow this amount. But if you're interested in starting somewhere with something easy to grow, I think potatoes is the #1 thing.
I completely agree. All you need is a little bit of loose soil and put the potatoes in it and cover them up and call it a day.
Yeah.
It's halfway like garlic. And a lot of root vegetables are in the same category. Sorry about the guineas back there. But you just plant them in the ground, kind of forget about them, make sure they get a decent amount of water, and wait till it's time to harvest.
That's right. And it's always fun, you know, with the kids too. We'll get them out here and they'll dig through and it'll be like a treasure hunt for potatoes.
Right. T-Bird, he had to get up there on top of the door and cock-a-doodle-doo for everybody. Well, this is, like she had said, this is our first time growing potatoes at this magnitude. I think potatoes remind me the most of my great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Not even over the tobacco and the cattle, which was our main money makers, as I remember being in the garden with the big shovel, just finding all the potatoes. And I remember being hot because it's a summer crop and you're digging in the dirt, burying in the sun. But it's one of the best memories I have with my great-grandfather. I remember that to this day. So hopefully we'll be having those memories with our kids, and they'll remember digging around in compost, finding potatoes.
That's right. So also with a lot of things going on, a lot of seed companies are out of stock or they've had to shut down temporarily. Hostel's is open. That's where we get our potatoes from. It's where we get a lot of our seeds from. So if it's something you're interested in, or you're just looking for seeds or gardening tools, check them out because they are still open. They're shipping. They're doing everything as normal, and they're doing awesome at it. So.
Yeah, they're a small family-owned business, and as soon as an order comes in, they do everything in their power to get it shipped out that same day.
And it's not too late for potatoes.
No.
So go and get you some.
That's right. And also with potatoes, you can do kind of 2 rounds.
Yeah.
If you have long growing seasons, so you're fine to get them in the ground. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you learned a little. Hope you heard us over them crazies over there. But let's see. Let's grow potatoes together. We said this was going to be the year of potatoes, and I think even now more than ever, you should grow potatoes.
That's right.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.
Yep. We love y'all.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.